Sponsored by Wing Technologies, one of the highest button counts in the industry. Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. It's the 3rd of February 2022. A nice man called Snowman has contacted us through the email to say that he has a method of designating Harrier target points from the mission editor that we can then prosecute in-game with, for instance, JDAMs. We can go and ripple JDAMs over the target. For the last few months, we've had the ability to create target points in the F10 map in-game. I've done a couple of videos on that. But this method takes the responsibility of the pilot from creating the target points and gives the responsibility to the mission editor. So that could be useful. So I figured we better show it. So very simply, 4 ground targets there, 2 Harriers there, myself and RC. And we've each got 4 JDAMs. First, let's go and create some trigger zones. Trigger zone 1, we need to first create a general area mark point. So we're going to create a trigger there. We're just going to call it 0, 0. And we're going to give it a radius of 100 feet. Okay, just follow my workings. Copy, paste, 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 paste. These are the actual target points that we'll be using. Trigger, I'm going to call that T01. Whoops. Next. T02. Next. T03. And T04. Boom. Next, I'm going to create a bit of logic that says when we get into the area of the target, then we're going to create the mark points on the F10 map. You don't have to do that. It's just, I thought an extra layer of complexity might be appreciated. So we're going to put another trigger there. I'm going to assume you're familiar with the trigger logic system already. And I'm going to just leave that one called what it's called. Next, let's go into the logic trigger system. In we go. So, new trigger once. Condition is if part of coalition enters a zone, the coalition will be blue. The zone will be that trigger zone there. Which type of units? Aeroplane. If a blue aeroplane enters this trigger zone, then do a thing. That thing is going to be, and here's where the clever bit is, mark to coalition. Value 1. Text null. Zone on 0, 0. Coalition blue. Read only. Check. And that's it. Now we're going to clone this 4 times for the 4 target points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one, value 2, create a mark point called T01. On trigger T01. Next, value 3, create a mark called T02. On trigger 2. Next, value 4, create a mark called T03. On trigger T03. Finally, value 5. Create a mark called T04 on trigger called T04. And that's it. In our aeroplane, once we go into this trigger zone here, it will trigger 5 pieces of logic to happen, which will create in-game F10 mark points on this, that, 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 and that in the same syntax that the Harrier requires to bring in to its CAS ATHS system. Which, again, I'm going to imagine you are familiar with, but let's just show you the rest of the sequence anyway. It's a good chance to practice rippling JDAMs onto target points. So let's save that and get in game.
Okay.
Okay, I'm pausing now. Set throttle. Set that. Let's set our autopilot. Remember how to. Autopilot set. Look in here. Okay, we've gone into the zone and it's created the triggers for us. Sorry, it's created the mark points for us. What are those mark points called? Null, because we called that one null. T01, T02, T02, T04, and we could go all the way up to T18, T18 if we want. Now let's bring it into the Harrier. What do we press to bring it in? Of course, we press right Alt, right Shift, and 8. As you all remember, check map for target locations. So we are going to go to CAS page, recall, right Shift, right Alt and 8, ping, there are our points from the F10 menu. Let's start up at the first one. CAS, let's use it, put it in target point 1, enter, down, use the next one, target point 2, enter, Down. Use the next one. Target point 3. Enter. Last one. Use. Target point 4. Enter. Put the ESHD on here because I prefer it here. ESHD. Check the target points are there. T4. T3. T2. T1. Check. Remove data. Good. Next, we are going to master arm on. Air to ground on. Stores. J82. Fuse. Instant. Fuse off. Target points 1, 2, 3 and 4. I would like to prosecute, please. Thank you very much. That's that lot set up. Next, I'd like to choose my starting target, target 1. And I'm going to turn on to target if I can. Where is the target? Let's go and find it. Over there somewhere. Right, I'm turning on to target now, I'll see. Oh, I'm only 2 miles. I'm just going to head away, in fact. Get some distance and then I'll turn in. I want about 10 miles run up, really.
I designated 3.
Roger. I'm still turning on target. I'm just taking my time because I want to get some distance.
I'm 12 miles out.
Roger. I am 6 miles out and I'm turning on target now. So let's go in and prosecute. Our targets are somewhere over there, I believe. See them on the ESHD. There they are.
I'm in range.
Wow. That's quick.
Pickle.
I'm going to try and catch you up by turning autopilot off. I'm going to designate Des-G. Get my symbology up. There it is. I am in range. I'm going to push and hold to get 1 bomb out. 1 bomb out. I'm going to T2. Push out. T3. Bomb. Pushing and holding pickle for this to work. And T4. Go. All my bombs out. And let's follow them down. That looks like one of yours. I'm going to try and find mine.
Gonna miss one.
You're going to miss one. That's one of yours.
Yeah, I really.
That's one of mine. Here are mine. Roger, I did drop a bit late as well. I was actually thought it was that airfield over there, which is a bit silly of me. Here come mine. I should hit all 4 as long as I didn't drop too late. 1 down. That's probably your bomb.
That was mine.
That should be yours as well. That's mine. So here come the rest of mine.
Yeah, this one's gonna drop way off.
Yeah, one of us missed.
I tried.
Yeah.
Boom. But I
Boom.
tried. It was too
2
late.
kills. 3 kills.
That thing's a
That's
pile
good.
driver.
No, everything was on target. That's 4 dead vehicles. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, and no misses. I'm happy about that. So that's a good reminder of how we can use the JDAMs to ripple onto 4 different targets. It showed all the button presses that we needed to do, and how, more importantly, we can now designate those targets not from the F10 menu in here, but from the mission editor. Thank you, George. Any feedback, RC?
Nope.
I hope you enjoyed that and see you later.